What a night it is. That's Nightly News for this Thursday. I'm Tom Yamas. Thanks so much for watching. Tonight and always, we're here for you. Good night.
The 2026 Milan Cortina Olympics this winter, brought to you on KUAM TV8 by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
On KUAM News Primetime. A major breakthrough in lease negotiations to save the Jigo Raceway since the motorsports community lost her home field 3 years ago. I'm Mitsuki Hariyama with the details coming up.
There's a world of opportunity here at home. The island's workforce showing students that reality during a boot camp at Seedson High School. I'm Destiny Cruz Langus with the story tonight.
And over at Guahan Academy, students exhibit the true spirit of the scientific method and showcase their findings.
Good evening, Guam and Hafa. I'm Jason Salas. This is KUAM News Primetime. Thank you so much for tuning in. These are tonight's top stories. Well, it's now been 3 years since the Guam International Raceway shut down and the motorsports community lost their home field. But there's now been a major breakthrough to save the raceway. Lease negotiations are finally moving forward with the price tag on the table, though there's uncertainty whether our community can afford it in the long run. Tonight's top report is with Mitsuki Hirayama.
A major breakthrough in the years-long fight to reopen the Jigo Raceway Park.
I'd like to make a motion to approve a lease to the Guam Motorsports Association.
All opposed, nay. Since there's no opposition, the motion passes. Congratulations.
After a year and a half of negotiations, the Chamorro Land Trust Commission Board unanimously voted to approve a lease with the Guam Motorsports Association on Thursday, though not without some concerns on the price tag. GMA Vice Chair John Birch Jr.
It's just a startup cost that's going to be incredible. The buildings are in disrepair. You know, the track, there have to be some safety mitigations going on. And I'm not sure we can do that in 6 months.
The nonprofit organization proposed a 20-year lease for the 252-acre property, offering zero rent for the first 3 years, then $10,000 per month in the fourth year. CLTC counteroffered with zero rent for the first 6 months, $1,500 per month in the rest of the year, $2,500 per month in the second year, $5,000 per month in the third year, then $10,000 per month by the fourth year. GMA expressed concerns whether they can afford that in the long run.
You know, the community is going to have a very hard time affording $10,000 a month, even in year 4. I want to make sure that what we agree to is successful and sustainable by our community.
But Commissioner Jeremy Rojas said GMA's offer is not consistent with CLTC's fiduciary obligation.
This approach acknowledges the rehabilitation phase while ensuring that CLTC begins receiving return as operations grow.
CLTC evicted former tenants Guam Racing Federation in 2023 for rent payment issues and unauthorized clearing and grading activities. Rojas acknowledged that the raceway's closure the past 3 years led to real impacts like increased illegal street racing, loss of youth engagement, and the cancellation of long-standing cultural racing events. He praised GMA's business plans, which seek to address that.
It's clear to me that what is being proposed is not simply the reopening of the racetrack, but the plan addresses public safety, youth education, workforce development, environmental stewardship, cultural revitalization, and long-term operational sustainability.
Meantime, the CLTC is to draft a lease for board approval within the next couple of weeks, followed by final approval from the Attorney General and the Governor. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
In other news, your elected lawmakers are reviewing a proposal that would mandate the AB Wanpat International Airport Authority to extend its existing airport concession contract with Lotte Duty Free, whose lease expires in just a handful of months. Now, this news comes as rival competitor DFS agreed up to a 3-year extension at the request of the governor, though airport officials admit they have yet to negotiate with the current duty-free operator. Once again, here's Matsuki.
A bill drafted by the Guam Economic Development Authority could require the AB Wonpat International Airport to extend its existing concession contract with Lotte Duty Free for 3 years instead of moving forward with a new competitive bid. GIDA CEO and Administrator Cristina Garcia.
We were very concerned about the concession revenues being lost during this period, and we sought an urgent request to possibly get this bill done.
This comes as Lotte's lease at the airport expires in just 5 months on July 20th. In a surprising move, longtime rival DFS Group agreed to a limited waiver under a prior settlement agreement to allow the extension in response to the governor's request. In a letter to the governor, DFS said the agreement was to support a seamless transition and the long-term interests of Guam's tourism sector. Governor Lou Leon Guerrero responded in writing that she accepted DFS's agreement and would forward it to the Airport Authority and Lotte for review. Airport officials were made aware of those memos on Monday just before a joint public hearing. Airport Executive Manager John Kanata told lawmakers the airport has not yet formally communicated with Lotte about an extension.
At this time, we have not communicated with the current vendor because this is still fresh, and we're trying to make that arrangements to meet, because it's a three-party agreement that has to happen.
Kanata said the airport was ready to put out a request for proposal this week.
With this memo here, we have to make sure now we have to go back and ensure that we don't give an unfair advantage to anybody else.
Meanwhile, Garcia said moving forward with the RFP now could create uncertainty and cause a bond notice.
If an RFP was issued today, could trigger some concern, because are you looking at leaving that space open until you get a new vendor, and as long as it takes, which again could take 3 months, 6 months, or a year, that as we've seen.
She warned about potential financial consequences on all of Guam's credit if Lotte were to exit this summer.
The impact on our hot bonds could be seen. The impact of the general government could feel some of the repercussions.
Meantime, Committee Chair Jesse Lujan raised concerns about potential legal issues with the extension.
I don't want to spur another legal battle to the airport. Like you said, with an unfair advantage with the current vendor that's there, because if an RP goes out, everybody has to start from the same starting line.
The discussion comes as the duty-free sector on Guam is undergoing transition amid slow tourism recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic and Typhoon Mawar. DFS is also planning to end operations in Tumon by March 31st. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
All right, thanks so much, Matsuki. Great reporting there. Let's move on now as Guam Governor Lou Leon Guerrero and CNMI Governor David Apatang met with the military and interior officials in Washington, D.C., discussing balancing conservation priorities with national defense needs across the Marianas. Now, according to the officials, the high-level briefing focused on aligning environmental protection, native species viability, and regulatory efficiencies with ongoing and future military construction and economic development efforts. Guam's governor said the Mariana Islands conservation strategy represents a commitment to protecting the region's environment while strengthening partnerships with federal agencies supporting both defense readiness and long-term growth. Leaders emphasized the strategic importance of the entire Mariana archipelago from Guam to Maug and Nuracas as discussions continue on project timelines and coordinated investments aimed at supporting conservation outcomes as well as military flexibility. More details are expected as talks continue to progress. Speaking of the government, Guam's delegate in Congress, Jim Moylan, in a press release announced the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs has halted enforcement of its interim final rule, evaluative rating impact of medication, effective immediately. The pause follows a letter Moylan sent to VA Secretary Doug Collins in which he raised concerns about how the rule could affect vets in the disability evaluation process. And according to Moylan, veterans with existing disability ratings will see no changes to their current benefits while the rule undergoes further review and public input. Moylan, himself a veteran, says he will continue working with the House Veterans Affairs Committee to monitor the issue and ensure protections remain in place for vets who have earned their benefits through service. His office is also encouraging Guam vets who need assistance to contact them. The number to do so is 922-6673. That number, once again, 922-6673. We now move to court news as the trial for Stefan Camacho, accused in the 2024 shooting death of Korean tourist Hae Jun Hwang, is now set to begin no later than March 18th in Superior Court. Judge John Terlahi reset the trial date during a pretrial conference Thursday after prosecutors requested a continuance due to medical issues involving the assigned prosecutor who was recently released from the hospital. Camacho is alleged to have been the getaway driver in a January 4th, 2024 plan to commit an armed robbery with co-defendant Keoki Santos. The robbery attempt allegedly escalated into an altercation leading to the fatal shooting of Hwang, who was visiting Guam with his wife from Korea. Defense attorney Ramiro Orozco opposed a lengthy delay, arguing the prosecution acted in bad faith during plea negotiations. His Honor ultimately found good cause to move the trial, but emphasized the case remains a priority, stating that the court does not intend to push the trial beyond mid-March. In other crime news, jury selection remains scheduled for February 20th in the Valentine's Day 2024 robbery and murder case against Jenna Rose Kalinagan Manabusan, but prosecutors are now asking the court to delay those proceedings. A filing submitted by Chief Prosecutor Curtis Vandeveld says the Attorney General's office has moved to continue the trial and protect the victim's statutory rights. The motion states the court recently advanced jury selection from the originally scheduled March 3rd date to February 20th, providing less than 3 working days notice to the family of the victims. Prosecutors argue that the surviving husband, a listed witness in the case, is off island until the 22nd of this month and would be unable to attend the February 20th start date. The victim's children are also reportedly unable to be present due to the change. The motion cites Guam law requiring victims and immediate family members to be informed of major case developments with at least 3 working days in advance. The filing also notes logistical challenges, including the need to subpoena numerous GPD witnesses, as well as scheduling conflicts with other jury selections set for the same date and time. Manabusan stands accused in the February 14, 2024 robbery and fatal shooting of 53-year-old Sumitra Laidropi outside a restaurant in Tamuning. She has asserted her right to a speedy trial, with the court not having yet ruled on the motion to continue. Let's stay with crime news now, as a 52-year-old man is facing felony charges after police say he threatened a family member during a disturbance at Ironwood Apartments over in Totu. According to a magistrate's complaint filed in Superior Court, Sean Camacho has been charged with terrorizing and family violence as third-degree felonies, along with misdemeanor assault. Officers responded early Wednesday morning with a woman telling police that during an argument, Camacho allegedly threatened her with a knife, saying he would, quote, poke your eye out and slash your throat, end quote. She said he also picked up a metal chair and threatened to bash her head with it before she ran from the apartment. Court documents say Camacho admitted to threatening her, and he was released on a $1,000 personal recognizance bond. It's time to take a break. Please stay tuned. KUAM will be right back after this.
It's a new year, Guam, so let's start with the reset at Kmart. Make your move and start strong. Gear up with fitness equipment and fresh workout apparel. Fuel with wellness essentials, sugar-free options, protein, vitamins, and more. Organize and clear the clutter with easy storage solutions and cleaning essentials. And refresh your living space with new furniture and decor for your home. New year, new me. Your reset starts at Kmart Guam.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Welcome back to Primetime, my friends. You're watching KUAM. Our island's workforce came out to Teason High School on Friday, showing students all the home has to offer after graduation. Destiny Cruz Langus found out what's calling to students as they gear up for their futures.
Thinking about what you want to do after high school can be a daunting thought, but it doesn't have to be. Teason High School taking the fear out of life post-graduation, holding a Health and Human Services boot camp at the campus Friday, highlighting the HHS Academy and its different career paths. Teason High Senior and KUAM Spark Ambassador Robin Lynn Sanchez.
It's just a really good way for students to get more into the community and to see what they can do out there too.
From fitness to law enforcement, nursing, and more, students were busy checking out future opportunities in store at some 25 booths. The Guam Community College on full display, hoping to spark interest in these youngsters, as the need for healthcare professionals is ever present.
We do have a couple new programs. Well, the Associate's Degree in Nursing, which is the RN program, Registered Nursing. We also have the Licensed Practical Nursing here. And then there's the Medical Assistant program. And then we also have the early college, where you can actually be in high school and earn earn credits towards your degree in GCC.
And we're really trying to promote it so that, they know that they don't always have to just go to the university. They can come here and get an associate's. And if they want, they can also go out, go to college off island or to the university. But here's a starting point.
The Guam Fire Department's Rescue and Advanced Life Support Unit also hoping to instill interest in the island's future first responders.
Ranging from rope rescue all the way to vehicle extrication and the paramedics at the end there. We're hoping just to be able to showcase what we do and give these kids an option for their future. Show how dynamic it is to be in the fire department.
It's real-world networking that this high school senior and fitness ambassador says is invaluable for the Titan community.
It's a good start or intro into life after high school, and it gives them an idea of where they want to go.
Destiny Cruz Langus, KUAM News.
And staying with the education beat, discovery through asking tough questions, running rigid experimentation, and analyzing your findings is the theme of the day over at Guahan Academy Charter School, as all grade levels in the Starfish community showcase some seriously impressive projects at their Science Expo. Here's a sneak peek of what they came up with.
My name is Jaden Carlos.
Okay, well, congratulations on, this is your project, Bubbling Soil?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me about it, please?
So Bubbling Soil is the name of our project. Our focus question is, does store-bought potting soil show more biological activity than local dirt or sand? Biological activity is organic activity. So if there are bubbles in the soil, if you put hydrogen peroxide, that is organic activity. So the purpose of this project is to see which soil has more nutrients, so we could use the more nutrient-rich soil for our school garden.
So how this works is through in any toy, right, any remote control toy, we have batteries. And what the battery does is it powers it out. But it's not just a battery. We need wires and a coil. Now, there are two energies in this world that we use to manipulate electricity. It's both protons and electrons.
Right.
So with the protons and electrons, they're like enemies, basically. But they attract each other. So when you push them together, right, electrons and protons, it creates like let's say an explosion, and it isn't like an energy. So what a proton does, it pushes out the electrons in an expansion, and then that's how we create electricity.
Okay, half a day, ladies.
Half a day.
Okay, what grade are you guys?
We're 10th graders.
Sophomores.
So today our project is based on microplastics down at Paseo Beach, where a bunch of students go to wait for buses. But microplastics, if you don't know what that is, microplastic is practically trash or like litter run off by the beach and ocean plastics. So if you look in here, you'll see a fiber. Fibers are usually like 5 millimeters small, so you really can't see them. But here are some pictures of them. And our plan, if this does go big, we hope that some people can see what trash is doing to our beaches and think otherwise from that and try their best to keep our beaches, our animals, and all of us safe.
Right. And you can see even more science projects by the Starfish over at Guahan Academy. Just check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/KUAM News. All right. Pro Bowl linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams, Byron Young, is on island meeting with football enthusiasts and speaking at a camp about preparation, accountability, leadership, telling your teammates you love them, being unafraid to fail, and his journey from junior college to the University of Tennessee and then all the way to the NFL and looking ahead to next season. It's an inspiring story about committing to success and being the best version of yourself.
It's a blessing for sure. And, my message to the kids is, you could be wherever you want to be. I'm talking to, everyone over there, and they talking about how, a lot of kids, they want to play football and not getting that much recognition. It's being like smaller and away from everything. And, I understand that feeling. I'm from a small community too, in South Carolina. So I had to go JUCO. And it's just a route you have to take, and it's not bad though. It's a blessing. I feel like it made me who I am. I went to Georgia military, so that's basically my message to the boys and girls. You can be wherever you want to be. Just chase your dreams and keep that same mindset that you want it. So.
And then going to like a school like Georgia military, having that discipline, that that commitment to upholding the standards and everything. Yeah. How did that shape who you were when you ultimately went on to Tennessee, played for the Vols, and now finished your third year over in LA? Honestly,
it gave me a different perspective in life. It taught me how to be responsible, structure, everything, discipline, and it showed me that it's not just about you. It's about the team. It's about the family.
Now for a look at your world at home.
This time of year is a fantastic time to play a round of golf, everybody. So here's a beautiful shot of Country Club of the Pacific in Windward Hills in Talafofu.
It's time for some new shoes.
Hey, Kara, how much money is in my account?
This is your remaining balance.
Kara, I forgot my password. Again. Could you help me out?
I've sent you steps to reset your password.
Thanks, Kara.
Honey, quick bank stop before the beach.
Sounds good, hon.
Yeah. Kara, how do I get a loan?
I've provided a link with your loan options.
Thanks, Kara.
Thanks, Kara.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit apply. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Wesley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby! Mosley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby!
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase, but if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying it'll dry. Free-range parenting, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it. Couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
Gather your friends and join us at Leo Palace Resort Guam on March 1st at 5 p.m. for the grand opening of Okibi, a bold new Asian dining experience inspired by the glow of open embers, where warmth, flavor, and atmosphere come together beautifully. From sizzling, shareable plates to thoughtfully crafted dishes, every bite is designed to be savored and shared. Step into a vibrant setting, feel the energy, enjoy the moment. Okibi at Leo Palace Resort Guam, grand opening March 1st at 5 p.m. Come hungry, bring your people, experience the fire.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
Ni hao and hoppa. Welcome back to another edition of Foodie Call. I'm Shaylee.
I'm Padme, and today we are celebrating Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year here at Car.
So in front of us we have their top sellers, which is all their dumplings. We have the shrimp dumplings, the shumai, and the Shanghai dumplings. And we also have the Korean squash, walnut shrimp, and pork Chinese chive bean curd. Should we start with the dumplings?
We should.
A little appetizer.
Cheers.
Oh. I love dumplings.
This is so good.
All right, next. I think we should go on with the squash.
Okay.
It looks like it has some zucchini. Eat zucchini. Eat zucchini. Okay.
Okay. Okay, it's my turn
cheers.
now.
Try the squash. That's a good set of seasoned vegetables.
Should we save the shrimp for last?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we'll like that one. Let's go try this.
Ooh.
Cheers. I like this one.
Is that tofu?
Is that pork or tofu? Oh, there's pork and tofu.
The way that we said it at the same time, I was like, is
Yeah,
that
it
pork
was
or
like-
tofu?
The texture.
Pepsi break.
Pepsi break.
Cheers.
Oh, that's so crisp.
Refreshing.
And for the finale,
Walnut shrimp. This is low-key my favorite every time I go into any restaurant.
Right.
Cheers.
All right, guys, that wraps up another edition of Foodie Call. Thank you to Car for taking care of us, and thank you to Pepsi for sponsoring this video.
Make sure to check them out here at Timining. They're open from 8 to 2 and then open again from 5 to 9.
And they also have a one-day event happening for the Lunar New Year on February 22nd, 222. It's called the 1000 Buddha Dharma Service. So they have the service at 10 a.m., the lion dance at 12 p.m., and the baby blessing ceremony at 11 a.m. So make sure to come check it out. And we'll see you guys in the next Foodie Call. Gong Si Fai Chai, which means wishing you a wealthy and prosperous New Year. Bye.
Foodie Call is served fresh, presented by Pepsi. Lunch, better with Pepsi.
Check out Hafaloha's concert featuring J-Boog, happening on Friday, March 6th. Sponsored by Pepsi.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific, Better Together, and Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas.
All right, here we go once more, everybody. News Bites, where we bring you amazing stuff about our amazing community that we love so much. All right, Fish Fest 2026, all right? Responsible, resourceful, respectful, sustainable. And that is what we are going to do to the bounty that Mother Nature has provided for us in the ocean, the almost limitless number of species of fish that we have. And you know what? We got to keep it that way. So please make sure to check out the UOG Sea Grants Fish Fest 2026, because they have a Keligwin Guihan competition. Ooh, fish Keligwin. Who will take home the crown? Who will win the big medal, the big prize? All the marbles, right? I said that yesterday about the Olympics, right? But I'm going to vote for my friends in the South because they make fish Keligwin down there like nobody's business, all right? And this is a very, very wonderful event down at Chamorro Village, all right? Finalaggun Godao is a wonderful southern event. Speaking of my friends down in the South, our familia down there, this is in Inalahan, and they're having their annual 2K and 5K where you get to see the beautiful sunrise over Inalahan Bay. And then you go up the hill, you go towards the pool, and then you have breakfast afterwards. You have a traditional southern breakfast. It is a sports event like no other. This is one of my favorite sports events, and you know I go to all of them, right? This is amazing, so please make sure to register ASAP as soon as possible, and we will see you down there, all right? UOG Rising, going back to UOG, is having a wonderful event. Speaking of 2K 5Ks, UOG is having a 2K 5K for Charter Day, which is right around the corner, celebrating another year of quality institution of higher learning. So make sure to go there and look at that dry fit. That is cool. That is next level. They got the Triton coming over the water. I love it. And I'm going to get one of those for myself and my friends. All right. And the Winter Olympics is awesome. It continues on NBC. You can watch on NBC and Peacock. Amazing events from Milan and Cortina. I've been thoroughly impressed with everything that Team USA and all the other sports teams are doing. I love national anthems, right? Italy, Germany, Japan, Canada, Team USA, obviously, and one day in the Winter Olympics, Guam. That's going to happen.
Happiest of birthdays to Amanda Pangolin, and happy birthday, Bob. The gang loves and misses you so much, but we know you miss us more on this 20th of February. Have fun and keep on slaying. Slay! Love your favorite people in the world. Did I say that right? I think I did. I gotta go check the gym. All right, Papa Tony, happy birthday to you, Papa. We love and miss you from Isaiah, Rachel, EJ, Max, Mason, and Elijah. Happy birthday equally. Happy birthday to Carly, Rose, Presnell. We love you. Say mommy, daddy, brothers, sissy, and pops. Great sports family too. So we hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, Carly. And also, happy Friday birthday to Ann Alba Murphy. Happy birthday number 28 to a lifelong friend, dedicated nurse, an awesome human being all around. Your very special friend here at KUAM says, I hope every day is like your birthday.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Someone here is getting old.
Someone here is getting old.
Your Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake winner
for this week goes to...
Congratulations to you, Jereza Kaufman. You are now the owner of a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake, which we will message you and your family to let you know how and when you can pick it up. The Cold Stone Creamery people are super, super cool, and we hope they sing to you because that's the best part. And we hope you enjoy your birthday present. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
My friends, that's going to do it for our show. That's going to do it for this week. Can you believe the Super Bowl was 2 weeks ago? Yeah, time flies these days, but as always, we appreciate you tuning in each and every night so that we can tell you what happened on our beautiful, wonderful island that we all love so much. For all of us here, the cast and crew of the KUAM News team, I'm Jason Salas saying please be excellent to each other, stay safe, and we'll look for you on Monday.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali, Mogitim, Hafide Zantiro, Rananim, Kasalelie, Lengwo, and Yagwe. And welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show. Now, at the top of the show here, we feature a peaceful wave that was organized by the Chukis community, which had participants from the FAS community and also folks from here on Guam. Check it out.
On January 28th, the ITC intersection became a place of visibility, hope, and community. The Chukis community of Guam, alongside folks from the FAS community and folks from here on Guam, came together for a peaceful wave. Not in anger, not to protest, but to remind the island who they truly are. We spoke to organizers, community leaders, students, and supporters to capture what the peaceful wave meant to them, why they stood, and what they hope to communicate. Event organizer John Howard shared why the wave was organized.
Today we're having this peace wave. This is to stand up for respect and collaboration. human rights, social justice, artwork, education, collaboration, intervention, all those, The main purpose is, to stand for the good reputation of the hardworking, FSM, Chukis, FAS community.
John Howard, speaking on behalf of the Chukis community, says they hold no ill will regarding deportation.
I want to make it clear that, we're not against deportation. If you commit a crime, yes, you can be deported. Yeah, but we're against the shaming and labeling of our community.
Instead, they're hoping for dialogue, a chance to sit down with the Attorney General and openly discuss their concerns. It's a message of understanding and a call for conversation rather than conflict.
In our islands, that's the cultural way. We sit down and we discuss, we collaborate. We find solution to the problem. So that's the approach that we're trying to take to the AG. We're trying to sit with him and have a conversation with him, a meaningful conversation.
President of the Chukis Association of Guam, Hendrik Evelik, explained how the wave was a message to protect families from being unfairly judged and to remind the island that the majority of FAS citizens are law-abiding.
As we're trying to promote ourselves from what we've been labeled as in this community, we intended of doing something that would enlighten what we have in our hearts and mind in relative to what has been going on here in Guam. And that was the main intention of it. And I was amazed and to my surprise that I could see that some of the local leaders were there to show their interest and support of the intention that we were trying to do.
Former Chuki Student Association President and now advisor and member Adi Naurun Namelo shared how students saw the wave as a chance to raise their voices and to be a part of a positive and peaceful community action.
This event is a peace wave. It's not the usual or ordinary peace wave. It's a peace wave it's a peace wave for Chukis, especially since what is going on right now today in the media, with everything going on with politics. There's just so much going on against the Chukis race, and we want to be able to promote that the Chukis race are a contributing race towards the society here on Guam. Especially as a student of the University of Guam, our role as the UOG CSO, the Chuk Student Organization, we want to be able to have create a safe space for the Chukis students at the University of Guam, but not just the Chukis students. It goes out to anybody that wants to join the Chuk Student Org. But especially with everything going on in the media, it makes a lot of Chukis students from the islands second guess whether they even want to come here for college. And so we want to be able to combat that and ensure that Guam is a safe haven for a lot of Chukis here on the island.
Nepi May, a Chuki student at the UOG, spoke about personal meaning of the wave and how it reflects pride in her culture and hope for understanding.
We're just here to promote peace. I know there's been a lot of things that's been being said about the Chukis community, but here we are, the very few people. There's a lot out there too who can't make it. There's a lot of us that are still trying. We're just out here to, say that we come in peace no matter what, no matter the circumstances.
Addie and Nepi May share a message to the youth and the Chukis community of Guam, a reminder to stay strong, stay proud, and to keep moving forward together.
Just be proud of where you come from. Be proud of your heritage. Being where you're from is all that matters. Embrace it.
Please continue to do as you do. Continue to shine as you are.
Wave supporter Tanel Tamori explained why showing up that day mattered, a public act of solidarity and support for the Chukis community.
How peace on Guam is peace for our communities across the island, across the Blue Pacific, across the oceans. And so it was so important for not only myself to come out, but I also brought my nieces, nephews, our team here, because when we show up unified and as a voice together, it just furthers the message that we are all here together and that the peace starts with each and every one of us here. And so we're just raising awareness on that. Guam is home, just like myself, being born here, but then also being raised in Chuk. Guam is home to me. That's what it comes down to. And so really just being here and being present with the community. These are the types of individuals we really wanted to highlight the positive contributions that our people have to not just the Guam community, but Micronesia as a whole. You have teachers, you have nurses, you have just professionals all across the fabric of the community. And so being out here raises awareness that we are here.
Founder of the KOFA Empowerment and Navigation Organization, Tina Takashi, shared her perspective on how events like the Wave remind people that peace, advocacy, and empowerment can coexist.
And we Micronesians are part of the solution for what we're seeing here in Guam. So we want to tell people that we're here to help solve the problem and to help our people to be the good ambassador we are under the compact of the association.
What an inspiring event that brought together folks from the Chuukese community and folks from here on Guam who wanted to come together to relay a message. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
One Micronesia Show continues. And just 9 days after that successful peaceful wave, another incident happened involving FAS citizens. And we did talk with the president of the Chuukese Association and what he thinks about this. Check it out.
9 days after the peaceful wave, the island was shaken by a serious armed robbery. 3 men, reportedly of FAS descent, were accused of robbing a Korean tourist family at gunpoint. We asked Hendrik Eveluk how the Chuukese community is reacting and what he believes should be done in response.
But again, I want the people to understand, to make a separation and distinction between an individual and the generalization of the community itself. Because many of us are contributive members of this community. I've been here a long time, so I know much about it. Even before the compact of association, I first came to Guam, I finished my undergraduate and graduate studies at the University of Guam. And now I'm working on my doctoral degree right now. So I think it's just a matter of dealing with them on an individual basis.
Across Guam, many families are grappling with conflicting emotions, shock, worry, and concern of how the incident might affect the reputation of the entire Chuukese community. Mr. Eveluk emphasized that dialogue, understanding, and proactive support are key to moving forward.
I think I was involved with the court on a program they call it Play by the Rules. And it's very effective that we deal with the students in the public school system. We educate them on the policies, the laws and procedures. And I think that's one way we can deal with them. Another thing is to reach out to them and get them educated more about what is and what is not. Of mine as president of the Chuukese Association is to create or establish or build a community center for the Chuukese alone, because that way we can pull more people from the traditional leaders, religious leaders, and those educated community to come and help them to understand. And we could socialize and we get to know each other better. I think having a community center, that's what I am working on. Right now I'm working on the A&E, the architectural design of the building. We already bought the property that we want to build a more like a complex center where we can use as a community center to have do all our meetings, and it will also help the government outreach agencies like mental health, Department of Education, because many times it's hard to get in touch with them. So they're staying in the outlying areas on Guam, and that's one way we can reach them, to have a centralized place.
Even after this incident, the core message of the Peaceful Wave remains: unity over fear, dialogue over suspicion, and community resilience over division. All those who participated continue to stand by the values it represents.
The next event, down the line, that we are talking, our community is aware of what's going on, and we are looking into, intervention. The churches, our nonprofit organization, we are, coming together every year, to promote good citizenship. Yeah.
As one global message reminds us from Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. That is the path that our Micronesian community should continue to walk. From Palau to Sinamai to Guam, all the way to the far east of Micronesia, we should do this with hope, dignity, and resilience. Yes, crime must be addressed. Justice must be pursued. But when we choose compassion over fear and understanding over division, we create space for healing, not just punishment. Holding individuals accountable doesn't mean abandoning our humanity. It means strengthening it. Because at the end of the day, strength isn't found in exclusion. It's found in unity. We, the people of these islands, are stronger together because we are one Micronesia.
Kira Sotsapur, and thank you so much to Hendrik Evelik, the president of the Chukis community, for sharing his time and his thoughts on things and the issues that are happening here on Guam. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
One Micronesia Show continues, and now we feature somebody who's been awarded the Employee of the Year of 2025 at the GRMC. Check it out.
Bilyas grew up on Guam with a strong sense of discipline and purpose. After high school, he joined the U.S. Marines, learning leadership, resilience, and commitment to service, qualities he brings daily to the emergency department at the GRMC.
Most of my life, I thought of having that warrior mentality, like that was the peak man, like to protect your island, your family, your values and whatnot. So that's what I decided to do out of high school. Throughout my Marine Corps career, I started feeling like it wasn't fulfilling something within me. So I decided to get out of the Marine Corps. You know, I questioned a lot of things in my life, and I came to a point where I decided that I wanted my life to be of service to God, and I just didn't know where to go from there. So I went to school. And
following his military service, Bilyas pursued healthcare, drawn to making a tangible difference in people's lives.
One day I was just like walking around thinking of what subject to go into, and the lady's like, oh yeah, there's also a EMT class going on if you want to sign up. It's going to be the first one that's going to be nationally recognized, and we need at least 15 people. Coming to find out, we reached the numbers and we had the class. I passed the EMT course. The second time I took it was in relations with some friends who started working at one of the medical transports, Access Medical Transport. She pulled me on. She remembered how I worked in class. She remembered my work ethic. So she's like, why don't you come and help us out over here? Pulled me into there. I worked there for a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 years. And at the same time I was going to school, one day I seen that they had a job fair for GRMC. And I took an application the next day. Me and my cousin, she was on island and she was looking for a job. We applied and I was there like signing the stuff. And I think at the time, the director of the nursing department, he was saying, "Why are you turning the EMTs away? I need to interview them for the emergency room." So I took that as a sign. I walked up, turned in my application. Like as he was talking to the lady, a phone call came through and it was like an unrecognized number. So I answered and they're like, "Oh, this is GRMC. We're calling. We decided we wanted to hire you." So I had been working there about 10 years. So ER tech is like an emergency room technician. We help out, we're like the nurse's assistant. We help the doctors with procedures. We help out with setting up. We also take care of unit readiness. We ensure that our trauma bays are ready to receive a trauma. If that's the case, like an emergency happens, there's an accident outside, our trauma bay has to be ready to receive that kind of stuff, or mass casualties happen, we should be able to bounce back or, operate smoothly.
In 2025, GRMC recognized his exceptional contributions.
One of my friends, she nominated me for Employee of the Quarter, which is great. Thank you, Bea. And that set me up for Employee of the Year. So everybody that was Employee of the Quarter is the pool that they're gonna pull Employee of the Year out. And mind you, there's a lot of great people that was in that pool. We had managers and a lot of people from different departments, different levels of people. A lot of them had hand in like GRMC's operation and GRMC success. Just a lot of great people, great personalities that were standing on the stairs with me as we waited to see who was Employee of the Year. They called my name and I'm still kind of bouncing back from that. But now I'm like getting this other thing, so I'm like, okay, yeah. So I go down the stairs, go up, they congratulate me. I'm shaking hands with the people, saying hello and stuff like that. I seen my family coming up. Like I see my nieces, my nephews, my cousins. The family that did show up was amazing. I had some cousins that I haven't seen in a while. I didn't tell anybody about it. Like in my family, I guess I wasn't really thinking anything of it. And when I went on stage and I seen them, that was my favorite part about the whole thing. Seeing like my family there,
Bilyas sees this recognition not as a fine line, but as a motivation to continue learning, mentoring others, and improving patient care.
And that's what helped with my perspective in life, is like I wanted to serve God because and this is how I'm going to serve him. Like this is I don't know his word. I cannot go out and preach his word. All I know is how to take care of people. A nurse told me that. She's like, every time you get a patient, treat that patient like it's one of your family. And then that really changed everything in my head. I was like, you know what, that's right. Like, because if my family comes here, I would expect this kind of treatment. So that's the kind of treatment that I'm gonna provide.
I asked Bilyas, what's the future like for you?
Honestly, my ultimate goal, like, no lie, maybe this is so that God can hear, is I just wanna be able to serve my region. Like, maybe I can be a nurse in Palau for a little bit. Maybe I can go and be a nurse in Saipan. I have family in Saipan too. I have family in Palau. So that's really my ultimate, is to, once I get to that, be able to move around and then look for jobs here and there, be able to live in Palau for a little bit, serve as a nurse there, maybe serve as a nurse in Saipan. That's the dream right now.
I asked him, what message do you have for those who have supported you over the years, and also a message to those who have seen your story and have felt inspired?
All the people that believed in me and had faith in me, like, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Like, for sure, you're somebody that influenced me. Every person I come across, like, I'm always learning something about myself or how to treat others. Don't forget, just continue to go within and then move forward from there. Don't let anybody sway you this way or that way, because you know what you want to accomplish in your life, and just go hard with it.
Bilyas Otoywi's story reminds us that dedication, perseverance, and service can turn ambition into achievement. From his roots on Guam and Palau to the U.S. Marines, and now as a cornerstone of GRMC's emergency department, Bilyas exemplifies heart, discipline, and resilience.
Sulang, and thank you to Blythe for that inspiring story. Guys, we're going to take a break. We're back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
It's the One Micronesia Show. Brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Freedom, that's a cheap thing. Freedom to ignore this, that's a cheap thing. Sacrificing facial hair to nature and involuntary blood donations, cheap things. No one signs up for an 800-pound bear chase. But if it happens, cheap thing. VIP parking, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, forgetting if that's a moose or an elk, all cheap things. Remembering without saying it, couldn't be more of a cheap thing. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, an American saving another American's tail. Cheap things. Making a cheap vehicle for only people with cash like him? Not a cheap thing. Or confusing capability with unaffordability? No, not a cheap thing. Making adventure affordable? Now that's a cheap thing. So we're bringing you more cheap things this year, because cheap things should be everyone's thing.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
One Micronesia Show, we are back, and now it's time for the One Mic Jam.